Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Now, this black power retardation stuff is ridiculous. I don't know how people even entertain these people. You got to be crazy. Black power has no power. There's no power in the word black. What the heck? Where is black? What is black and where is black? Who is black? You see, it's no power in it. I can give you all the questionnaire words to bring you to a subject matter, and you ain't gonna find nothing in that word, black power. First of all, ain't no human black. Second of all, point them out. Where they at? Where did the land come from? Because Africa is named after a red dragon Edomite Roman general. That's the closest name. And all these other names that they trying to say it came from is a bold-faced lie. It ain't come from none of that. We know the Roman dragon had gave them the name. That's why these white people are saying the name. Y'all playing stupid semantics. They saying the name because a dragon had the name. Then America is another Italian dragon saying the name. So what are you talking about? James Brown and all these people talking about black. Ain't no such thing as a dang on black people. Black power. Ain't no power in black. It's a color. Black has no power. You see, and God is another word for power. And the black God God ain't black. You see, what is this black crap? You Negroes is thoroughly confused and don't know what you talking about. Black power. Who black? The Africans, oh, them Hamites over there black? These Negroes over here black because they Hamites? No, it's not happening. You better leave that crap alone and get your mind right, because Negroes is thoroughly crazy. The book of Daniel clearly destroyed everything moving. It destroyed everything moving. The dream that the Most High gave Daniel, destroy all that crap y'all talking about, man. He done predicted 5 and 6 kingdoms, and you Negro talking craziness. From when those Hamites, them nasty, stinking African booty scratching Hamites, had us in captivity in Babylon under the Nebuchadnezzar, his stinking behind, God had him eating grass. You see, he eating grass because he thought he was all that. So to go out in the field and eat grass for 7 years, how about that? Then these Negroes want to be them. They want to be the Egyptians and the freaking Cushites and Hamites and all this kind of stuff. Babylonian. And the Egyptian wasn't doing nothing but copying some freaking Babylonian. But this coronavirus is letting you Negroes know that it's all about you. This has nothing to do with no freaking, oh, they just want to get rid of this and they want to get rid of the population. It ain't no day nothing, man. God sent the plagues on Egypt, on these stinking Africans, and he doing the same thing now. These Edomites, these so-called white peoples, they are the new Egyptians because they got the children of Israel in captivity, and he's sending plagues on their behind. It's a clear picture. It's too clear. He's sending plagues on the economy, on everything, shutting their behind down. He's sending plagues on these nasty Moabite, Down syndrome, incest babies. He's sending plagues on these people, man. Y'all think that these people in power ain't being controlled by the Most High. Where we at? 5. So, y'all Negroes better wake up talking about an African and a Kemet. Kemet comes from the word Ham. It comes from a biblical word. It comes from a biblical name. Them names that was in the Hebrew scriptures, them names are certified, bro. They are certified kingdoms. It was a Babylonian kingdom. What talk about a white man book? Negro was a Babylonian kingdom. What are you talking about? It was a Greek kingdom. It was a Roman kingdom. These people existed. What are you talking about? You got to be retarded. Certain Greeks, it was certified people. How can you talk about history is a white man history, created history, when it ain't? These kingdoms existed. You got all kind of artifacts that these kingdoms existed. How can you be so stupid and say that Jerusalem didn't exist? Jerusalem existed. It had a people there. The whole world is fighting over Jerusalem. Who got the power to be in that land and go in that land? The greatest country, America, has set up the rulers of the world to be in that land. They use American army to make sure that they can go into that land and live in that land. So how in the world did you Negroes talking about Africa? These people told you that you a Hamite and you just something wrong with you. You just a regular old booty scratching Hamite and you have no significance in the world. You must be an idiot. You the best thing moving in any activity that's on the planet. And that's the story of the Bible. That's how it's a white man book. He says a people on earth that's better than all other peoples. In Isaiah 43, he lets you know it's one people on the earth that I chose, man. These are my witnesses. This will let people know that it's a God that's in the universe. It's a God in the universe, and he have created a people that's going to be his witnesses. When you go to the court of law and you talking about a subject, if something is a lie or something is the truth, he say, I got witnesses on the situation. If we in the court of law, I got witnesses. And my witnesses is the children of Israel. That's my witnesses. Now, if you got a God and you got some other kind of deity, some Egyptian God, where his witnesses at? That's what our God tell y'all. Where is the God of this African, Egypt, Babylonian bullcrap? Where's y'all God and where's the witnesses and the evidence that he bringing? Because he ain't got no evidence. We got the NBA. We got the NFL. That's our league. We 98% of that crap. We running that operation. When that operation stopped, the world stopped. We running soccer. We running track and field. Nobody can outrun us, outjump us. We running any kind of warfare. Negro, you better have a major weapon if you thinking you gonna compete with us. You better be outnumbering us off the rip. And even then, you might not win. Who gonna compete with us? Them African. We got the back of boxing. Where them Africans at when it comes to the boxing? Why you Negroes ain't bringing that out? When it comes to the boxing, where is the Africans? If we supposed to be the same bloodline as these people, and we don't got a God on our side, and we ain't God's special people that's better than all the rest of the people on the earth, why these niggas ain't competing with us? Why they ain't competing with Mayweather? Why does a Mexican compete with Mayweather? It's a Mexican that can, and a Puerto Rican that can compete with him, because they the same people. Because why African, if the African the same, why it ain't an African and Mayweather in the battlefield? Because them Negroes can't fight. Them Negroes don't got the spirit like us. Them Negroes ain't the children of Israel. Them niggas, I'm talking about, bruh, y'all need to get that junk up, man. Y'all need to get that junk up. You Negroes is lame, bro. You Negroes is lame. He finna spit in y'all face. Yeah, that was gonna be on in your face. And I don't know how to sorry y'all even, bruh, you is good. But how do you even go into their ignorance and even deal with these people? They're too ignorant, bro. You got to be the dumbest people in the world. When you talking about you having a debate, is this book a white man's book with certified nations in the book? Certified nations in the book. And the nation got a certified history. It's no other history that they're going to come out with and say, oh, here go what you call it? A total different history than what's in the book. You can't do it. You can't find it. Egypt don't have a whole nother history. That's what the book got. The book got Ramses. You can go outside the book and find Ramses. They got pyramids. You can go outside the book. It got pyramids. Everything that's in the book, you can find the same thing outside the book because it's just a history book talking about these kingdoms. And we've been building up all these kingdoms. They always had a slave class at the bottom of the pyramid building up, and people at the top of the pyramid. That's what masonry is all about. How do these people stick to their stupidity? That's the evidence of God right there, because the situation is too clear. Negro talking about original man. What the hell? Who care about who is original? We talking about people are the greatest. They proven to be the greatest people. Ain't no original man. He's the original man. What the original man? That's the dumbest thing in the world. Original man. Come on, man. You got to have more sense than that, bro. What the hell is an original man? You got to have more intelligence than want to call yourself an original man. And then the Negro try to sneak this, talking about some, oh, y'all, I'm out here teaching people karate and all this stuff, and you Negroes on the corner talking about problems. Man, we ain't on no corner talking about problems, bro. We telling you that you finna die. It's a God that we know exists, and we can show you all the evidence that he exists. We are the evidence that he exists. That's what you don't understand, you 2/3 dummy. We are the evidence that he exists. Nobody can box with us, play basketball with us. Nobody has the strength like we have it. They goofy, unorthodox, can't hit a bullseye to save their life. Only thing they know how to do is build a freaking weapon and a trap for somebody because they some rattlesnake in the grass. That's the only thing they know how to do. Set a trap for somebody. Setting the trap is not all that. The evidence is that we are the strongest, greatest people, because we can set traps for your behind too. So you ain't really got no power. But these African booty scratchers get on my nerves, bro. I'm talking about, I don't understand. Let me go to Isaiah in this name of Isaiah, bro. Because these people want to talk about Africa and try to say we some stinking Africans, some Babylonians and some Egyptians. Y'all crazy, man. We the greatest thing moving on the earth. How don't you see this? Not no stinking African. We gonna start at verse 1. But now thus says the Lord that created thee, O Jacob, that he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee, I have called thee by thy name, thou art mine. You see? He talking about us. We are the witnesses. Now let's go down to 10 and get the foundation of the chapter. Ye are my witnesses, says the Lord, and my servant whom I have chosen, that ye may know and believe me and understand that I am he. Before me there was no God formed, neither shall there be after me. I even I am the Lord, and beside me there is no Savior. So he trying to tell you, ain't nobody else around here like me. I am the only God on the scene. Ain't nobody came before me and after me that's more powerful than me. And I created you to be my witness, to let people know there's a God in heaven. You are my witness. When they see you, they gonna understand, boy, there's a God out here. He said he got a people that's greater than all the other people. Then because he controlled the deceivers and the people that's being deceived. He controlled them, and he controlled the deceiver. So now you got a bunch of people saying, "Oh, everybody is the same. God created everybody. Everybody got red blood in them." But hold up, in His Word, He said He got a people greater than everybody. He got a people that's gonna be His witnesses to let people know that it's a God in heaven. Now, in verse 9, it says, let all the nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled. Who among them can declare this and show us former things? You see, who gonna tell the past? None of these Egyptian, booty scratching, Babylonian gods can show you anything that happened in the past. Only thing they did was write some old stinking symbol on a wall and make a statue, and that supposed to mean something. Negro, wake the hell up, that they may be justified, or let them hear and say it is truth. Ain't none of that truth that they talking about. You see, verse 8 say, bring forth the blind people that have eyes and the deaf that have ears. Because that's what these people are. They are a bunch of blind, deaf, dumb, and blind sapsuckers. Can't see nothing and can't hear nothing. Because if you don't see that we the greatest people, you got to be crazy. Ain't nobody compete with us. You bruh, Mayweather, if you put Mayweather in the ring, you ain't gonna find no Japanese person, no Chinese person, no Arab person, no African person, no Hawaiian person. Nobody gonna get in that ring and compete with that Negro that come out the projects. Nobody gonna compete with him. Nobody gonna compete with Kobe Bryant on the basketball court. Not no nation. I don't care what who you go get. You can go get anybody, and that's what he's saying in Isaiah. Go get. He say, let all the nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled. Who can declare this to show they witnesses. He said, let them bring forth their witnesses. Where your witnesses at? Where's the other nation witnesses that can compete with God's people, His chosen people? He say, I chose Jacob. I created Jacob. I formed him. I formed Israel. I formed the blacks and the Hispanics who control everything. You ain't go jump on the soccer field and you talking about the Hispanics, you gonna beat Mexico. You gonna beat these Hispanics in soccer down there in those Hispanic countries down in the islands. You're not finna beat them people. Even with baseball. They control baseball off the rip. You're not finna beat nobody in baseball if they're Hispanic. Because they the children of Israel. That's how you know who the children of Israel. Who are the greatest people on earth? It ain't no stinking African. It ain't no stinking Chinese, Japanese, Arab, anybody you can think of. Somebody from Alaska, wherever they at. Everything centered around the children of Israel. The Negroes in the project, that's who the greatest people on the planet is. That's who the children of Israel is. It's evident. That's the evidence. He got witnesses. And see, they want to talk about God love everybody. See, that's what the heathen want to preach. But you can preach that all you want, but it ain't going to mean nothing because it don't mean that. Because you ain't got no evidence. Where your witnesses at? God got witnesses that show you that they the greatest. Let's go to that real quick before I close out. 7 and 6. He let you know. He said, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are all on the face of the earth. Above all people. You see, he let you know that you are special people above all people on the earth. So when it's time to bring the witnesses to the courtroom, where your people's at? Who you got that could compete with these people in anything? We created the car, the TV, the microwave, the refrigerator. We created everything. Where's your people that gonna compete? They can't compete because they ain't did nothing. They haven't done anything to compare with the children of Israel. But everybody want to say everybody the same. Say, how you everybody the same? And these people ain't did nothing. They ain't brought forth no witnesses. They ain't did nothing. And here we go. Jeremiah 50:33. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. That's why we the best in the boxing and baseball. It's always a Hispanic that can hang with the children of Judah. Them the only people on the earth that can hang with the children of Judah. Throw them in the boxing ring. We gonna see, because the only thing you gonna have in the boxing ring is a great white hope. You ain't even gonna have a Chinese person. You're not even gonna have an African person in the ring. Only one you gonna have in there is a great white hope, because the great white hope is our twin brother, and we in captivity under him. So he can put himself in the ring. He got the power to put himself in the ring. But ain't nobody else gonna get in that ring. But a Hispanic or somebody at them projects. That's a child of Israel. So out of these people, these are talking about we Africans, but y'all crazy. Something wrong with y'all. Y'all are totally insane. We done created everything in America and have created America and China and everything other that's moving. Anything you see in the world, we done created that crap and built it. The pyramids, we built that. The Great Wall of China, we built that. All them statues and crap, we was building that. Because we was in captivity in every nation. That's what they don't understand. I'm talking about, bro, that stuff is just horrendous. It's horrendous, all the evidence that is on the scene, and these fools talking about African. Really, bro? There we go. The portion of Jacob or Israel is not like them, for he is the former of all things. He is the former of all things. You're not going to be able to compare. God got witnesses, and ain't nobody messing with us. This is why we the best in the boxing ring. Thou art my battle axes and weapons of war, for with thee I will break into pieces the nation, and with thee I will destroy kingdoms. You see, ain't nobody whooping us, man. Come on, throw anybody in the ring. Street fight, boxing, whatever you want to do, they not going to win. I'm going to leave it at that. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honor to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Death to America, death to these red dragons. Shalom.